Unit 9, review number 2. I'm going to look at numbers 10 through 14 in this video. Survey of, number 10, a survey of 210 teenagers asked about their movie preferences and what website they used to watch them. The results are in the table below. Now they've given us Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, there's comedy, drama, sci-fi. They did not give us the totals. It says, given us that a student who uses Hulu is chosen at random, so we would just be looking at Hulu, not the rest of the table. What is the probability that they prefer sci-fi? Now Reddit, again, as soon as they use the word given, and a lot of these probability problems, when they say given, what they're doing is they're changing the total that you're using. Usually you use the grand total of everyone altogether. But when they say given, they're restricting it. Now they're telling us to use only this section of Hulu owners or Hulu users. So we don't even need HBO Go, we don't need Netflix. We just need Hulu and the total for all the Hulu users. 10 plus 8 plus 15 is 33. Now, of those 33, they again ask the probability that they prefer sci-fi. So of those 33, 15 prefer sci-fi. So if you look at our choices, there's 15 over 33. D is our answer. Number 11, a box contains 7 large red marbles, 5 large yellow marbles, 3 small red marbles, and 5 small yellow marbles. A marble is randomly picked from the box. What is the probability that it is red given that it is one of the large marbles? Again, there's that word given. So now we know on the total for the bottom, our total should be just the large marbles, which means we don't want to look at the 3 small red. We don't want to look at the 5 small yellow. We're only looking at these large. There's 7 large red, 5 large yellow, which means there's 12 total. And they're asking about the probability that it is red. There are 7 that are red, which means 7 over 12 should be our choice on number 11. Number 12, a 6-sided die is rolled 150 times. Which of the following is closest to how many times an odd number is expected to come up? And they tell us in the parentheses that what we're looking for with the odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5. So on the dice, of the 6 numbers total, there are 3 that are odd. Now you could go ahead and reduce this. That reduces to 1/2. So now what you're doing is you're thinking, well, what is half of those 150 rolls? You're taking our probability and you're multiplying by the number of times something happens, or whatever the problem is. So here it just happens to be a die being rolled 150 times. When you do this, you'll multiply to get 150 over 2, divide, and you'll get 75. Now it says which is closest to the number expected. So when we look at our choices, B, 85 is the one that is closest. So in number 12, we want to choose B. Number 13, Max has been learning to play some new card games and is curious about the probabilities of being dealt different cards from a standard 52 card deck. Help him figure out the probabilities listed below if, in each case, he is dealt a single card from a complete deck. So for part A, if we go back to, if you might recognize this from if you watched yesterday's video, there's little lists of all the cards. We have hearts, diamonds, both hearts and diamonds are red, clubs and spades, both of those are black. And each suit has an ace, a 2 up through 10, and then our 3 face cards, jack, queen, and king. Part A. Excuse me. Sorry. Another teacher's being very immature and not allowing me to helping my students learn the probability for their assessment. I'm not going to name names, Mr. DuPont. Anywho, part A, find the probability of being dealt a king. There are 4 kings in the deck. I hate you. 4 kings in the deck, which means there are 4 out of 52 cards that could possibly be a king. So we're taking 4 and dividing by 52, and it should come out to, when you round it, 7.7%. Part B, the probability of being dealt a black queen. There are 4 queens total, however, only 2 of those queens are black, the club and the spade. So 2 out of 52, which means our probability as a percentage will be approximately 3.8% once it's rounded. Part C, the probability of being dealt a jack or an ace. There are 4 jacks, 4 out of 52, plus the aces. There are 4 aces. Now normally we would, for the or probability, we would subtract the overlap, but there are no cards that are both an ace and a jack at the same time, so it'd be minus 0. So it just becomes 8 out of 52. Whoops, 52. And then 8 divided by 52. That means we have 15.3% chance for that. And then part D, the last one, determine the probability of being dealt a king or a heart. And there are 4 kings again, plus 13 hearts, minus the cards that are both kings and hearts, which there is one of. There is 1 king that is a heart, a king of hearts. So then we're adding 4 plus 13, subtracting the 1, we get 16 out of 52. And then in the calculator, divide, and we should get 30.8%. The last one for this video, number 14. A survey of 100 homeowners from 3 cities produced the following data. They were asked which digital readers they liked better, iPads, Kindles, or neither. So now, part A, filling in the missing information, they've given us some of these totals. For Whittier, we add 33 and 20, subtract from 100, we should get 47. For La Habra, we're adding 12 and 45, subtract from 100, get 43. For Norwalk, adding 41 and 24, subtract 100, we should get 35. And then just in case they ask about the totals for iPads, Kindles, or neither, we're adding down these columns. Now these 3 should add to 300 if we do this right. Adding these, 79, 10, 0, 1, 5, 6, exactly 100, 6, 0, 1, 4, 8, exactly, what the, 40, they all happen to be exactly 100 for iPads, Kindles, and neither. Now part B. Find the probability that a homeowner surveyed in La Habra or Norwalk likes neither iPads nor Kindles. So La Habra or Norwalk, there's La Habra and Norwalk, so we're ignoring Whittier. Whittier is worthless. Don't forget about Whittier. Has neither iPads nor Kindles, which means we're in the neither section. Now the total for Norwalk and La Habra, there's 100 in each city that have been surveyed, so our total is going to be 200. We're adding those. And we're adding both the neither sections. 45 plus 35 is 80, which means we're taking 80 divided by 200, and we're getting exactly 0.4, which means it's a 40% chance. Oh, lovely, Isabel. Oh, yeah. Thank you for interrupting me. Whatever. I almost made it. Part C. The 100 homeowners in Whittier are a representative sample. If there are 83,000 total homeowners in Whittier, how many of them would you expect to like iPads? So now they're restricting us to just the Whittier section of the table. Now there are 100 total people surveyed in Whittier, but of those 100, 47 like iPads. We're looking for the iPads. That probability of that portion we're looking for that portion of 83,000. In other words, we have to take this 47 over 100 and multiply by 83,000. So now, calculator work, 47 times 83,000. We get a big number, 3,901,000 divided by 100. And of those 83,000 then, approximately 30,000 or 39,010 should have iPads based on the survey and based on the results in that survey.